No, surely, but Delirium didn't get removed, and Arrow got removed.
Sure it did.
Okay, so
I don't know what they
no,
do
Arrow
with
Walk and
these other
Delirium got
maps.
removed, so there will be toxicity at some point.
No,
What?
it's Lost World, Cure, Bloodrun, Sinister, and
We're going.
Fierce
Shut up,
Heights.
shut up. We're going into game. Guys, this is the quarterfinals here of the 125 FPS November League between Av3k and Cooler here on map number 1. And a lot of MG damage going on in the middle. Cooler gets the rocket immediately. And he's going to try and settle on a couple of big items.
And Av3k already getting the rocket as well, but now he needs to be fast if he wants to get both of the yellows. He also wants to stick around to the damage to Cooler, but now Cooler, can he get onto the yellows? Is Av3k gonna manage to bully him from both of them?
Oh, Av3k actually missing that rocket, even though Cooler was right next to him. Should have been an easy angle. I feel like Cooler dodged a bullet just then. Red's going to be up in a second. I wonder if Av3k's going to go for both of these big items, or if he's just going to hang around and get himself a Mega.
Well, it was definitely his plan to try to go for both, as he saw Cooler going away, but then Cooler came back in and just stole that right away. So Av3k, he might be a little bit aggressive on this LGS. He assumes Cooler's there.
Oh, again his initial rocket misses,
Just
and
off,
Cooler
yeah.
gets the better of it. Oh my gosh, he tries to jump up, but Av3k's LG looking pretty good, and Cooler has got to flee from this. That was almost bad for Av3k, but he turned the fight around nicely, and he is going to move back onto Cooler and pick up first blood here. What do you make of all of that? I felt as if...
Very risky for Cooler. He saw a little opportunity to do damage, and he wasn't really expecting Av3k to have such good reaction.
Yeah, he reacted immediately. Cooler wasn't even halfway to the upper platform, and there was already the LG aimed at him. And Av3k's got a pretty phenomenal stack going for him. Red is going to be up. He doesn't really need to pick it up for the time being. He's just listening to see where Cooler is, get some intel. Gonna see him on the side there. Cooler moving over to the lightning gun, and Av3k picks this opportunity for Red.
Av3k is not really doing damage to Cooler, so Cooler is now on 150 damage, and now he has position, and Av3k can't really rocket jump around to get the position back.
Not unless he wants to do exactly what Cooler did before.
Yeah.
Receive the face full of that LG. Av3k though stacking up massively now with that mega health. Cooler is still going to be a threat. Definitely going to be seeing a big fight at some point to decide whether or not Cooler's going to be able to tie up this game.
Av3k sees a red up, but he knows that as soon as he drops the red, Cooler's most likely to come on center map, and there he is.
He couldn't really do
Taking
much
the
about that.
position again. And now Cooler will be trying to get onto the Mega at some point. And there it is. Cooler, I think Cooler just got the timing on the Mega.
I'm switching over to Cooler. I want to see what he's going to do. I don't even think he heard it get picked up.
Oh god, yeah, that's bad. He might have... Yeah, he still doesn't know.
It's crazy how he was literally so close to it, but around the corner you just cannot hear it getting picked up.
That's gonna be really good for Av3k. With Cooler, I mean, he just needs to evade Av3k, because he still has 200 armor. He's doing just fine.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to sweat about for now, definitely. And we've got less than 10 seconds until it's mega health. Cooler hanging around. And he moves it. He hears Av3k coming forward, so he smells that coming up.
There we go. He knows that it's gonna spawn in 30 seconds.
Oh, we've got some decent LG from Cooler actually. Avik not punishing him enough at this point, and Cooler wants to commit to this one.
And I mean, of course he wants, because if he bullies Avik from that room, he left the red for himself, and now he's going to deny the yellow and make sure that in 15 seconds he can bully Avik away from the Mega, if not get a kill there.
Oh, Avik's moving forward though. The rockets are great from Cooler, and he's going to tie up the game before the Mega even spawns. He's going down for red first. He just moves away. He's got to know that Mega is going to be up any second now.
Great trap by Cooler. He knew that after that much
superb.
damage, Avik would want to go to that bottom yellow.
Man, he's fully loaded at this point. Moving back up to top level. Avik right below him. He does get a bit of rocket damage. He might follow up now with the LG. Avik cannot get away. And Cooler's not only tied it up, but he's got the lead. I was not expecting him to do it so fast. Avik's just simply getting outplayed at this point, and once again, getting caught out. Cooler just seems to be everywhere that Avik does not want him to be. It's like a horror movie for him at this point. Cooler is around every corner.
Yeah, Avik was able to keep control for longer than 2 minutes, and now Cooler is striking back, and it's so hard to take control away from Cooler. And if he keeps fragging Av3k like this, he'll probably only lose control in 3-4 minutes if he keeps playing like this. And Av3k, I'm not sure if then he'll have enough time.
I mean, Cooler's changed his playstyle a little bit over the last year, but this is where he can really revert back to his old playstyle and just hoard items. And if he's got an opportunity like that, grab a kill.
Yeah, Av3k really
wow.
caught off guard again, and this is starting to become quite a huge lead.
You know what? I'm feeling kind of bad now about the prediction I made. I was not expecting Cooler to be bringing this game, or maybe simply Av3k wasn't either. He looks infinitely more focused than he did against with his match against Matrox. Oh, there's a good amount of LG though. Av3k with the rockets doing a decent amount of damage himself. Oh, off the spawn though, rocket to rocket.
Are you serious?
That is painful.
How often does that happen?
And Av3k, once receiving the first rocket, he just stood there. He's like, "Yeah, this is my time over." And now he's got 4 minutes to somehow rebuild this crushing frag defense.
He just needs to play fast, and that's just the perfect rock from Cooler, knowing exactly what Av3k needed to do there.
I think he was a little bit casual though when he hit the rocket. Av3k got a huge amount of airtime. He could have run forward and tried to get a ton of LG and another kill.
Had the opportunity to charge for this red, since Cooler didn't really have armor, but he didn't have the timing, and Av3k pretty much needs to run onto Cooler and hit 100% everything.
Yes, that would be ideal. And I'm actually going to switch over to Av3k and see what he can do. Cooler was actually behind him, but he knows where he is now. Av3k getting the plasma, but he's all out of ammunition. And Cooler is just patient with his final rocket. And he's extended it now to 8-1. And all this warm-up that he's been getting with Cook just before the game seems to really be paying off. Yeah, just the last second dodges as well. He's going to be jumping up. Av3k misses the initial rocket, but actually Cooler falls down to the lava.
Yeah, but Cooler doesn't need to do much at this point. He's already 7 frags ahead. He's just going for the damage, because if he makes some damage on Av3k, he makes like 150 damage in the fight. Even if he dies, Av3k won't have enough to keep converting the kills.
Yeah, I mean, Cooler just do a bit of damage. Survive, I guess, is really the big word you highlight. He just needs to play a fairly risk-free strategy. And as you saw over that yellow, as soon as he missed that rocket jump, he's like, you know what, Av3k probably wants to go over there as well. And he didn't go for it any further. Now he's picked up the mega. Red's going to be up in a second. Cooler's not even going for the red armor. He doesn't want Av3k to have a chance at doing some damage on him, it seems. Here it is though. Av3k could be in a bit of trouble. We've got LG coming out. And Cooler he's just chilling, really. He's sitting on the side.
That's what he needs to do. I mean, he's just losing time, and Av3k can't really get a grasp of him. And Av3k can't really go aggressive either, because he doesn't have that much stack himself.
Where do you think it went seriously wrong for Av3k?
When Cooler got the first frag.
Do you think it was unrepairable from there on, or? Maybe? Yeah,
I mean, Av3k was really getting caught off guard. He wasn't expecting Cooler to be reading him so well, and it seems like he didn't have a backup plan for that.
Well, he's going to have to find one on the other maps. We've got rockets coming out. Oh dear, Cooler gets the kill on 2 people in that instance. One of them being himself.
I think Av3k will probably blame his rockets for this game. Because in most of the fights when he had control, his first rocket would always miss.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And this is something that wasn't so strong for Cooler when he played against Matrox. His rockets looked pretty off. And it's completely the opposite now. And you don't usually see... Oh my gosh, Av3k just moves past Cooler, just stares at him. Taking a photo. But there's only 30 seconds left. It doesn't really matter at this point. Cooler can have a smile on his face and know that he is going to be pushing himself a map closer to going into the semi-finals. Oh, here we go. Av3k does manage to get another kill. A little too late. And is it Blood Run, did you say? We're moving over to next, or Cure? Cure.
Which is Cooler's map.
Well, hopefully Av3k is psyched for that one. Oh, Cooler getting a bit of airtime and a brilliant rocket from Av3k at the end, but it's not enough to catch up. 8-3 in favor of the Russian in map number 1.
So are you feeling bad about your prediction yet? Oh yeah, you are.
A little bit, but I think that it's still possible. Av3k can still go a little bit crazy now. That might have been his map pick, but I'm not going to be surprised still if my prediction comes through. But yeah, Cooler's got to be on his game, on his mark for Cure, I think. Because Av3k's not sloppy on that map at all. Is anyone else in chat feeling like their prediction might be a little bit off? I may have influenced certain people's decisions, but...
I like my prediction.
Your prediction for the tiebreaker map? Well, I think it could go that way. Let's get into game though. It is map number 2 here between Cooler and Av3k. And this time I'm going to go on to Av3k's point of view. He's actually getting red straight away. Doesn't even pick up a weapon yet. He's going to go for the yellow rocket. And that's actually... I quite like what Av3k's done. I don't usually see people do it quite so nicely. Usually people kind of hang around the rail rocket red area much longer.
Yeah, he got himself a lot of armor to work with. And did he also yellow? Yeah, he got the yellow as well, which means Cooler cannot be 200, 100 for the fight. That's why Cooler's being really passive, and Av3k knows this. He wanted to bully Cooley from the Mega now, but now it's a little bit too late.
Oh, there's the rockets that Av3k's been needing to hit. I guess a bit of LG at the end.
He's losing time, he knows he needs to go to Mega now to make sure he arrives on time for the red, and Cooler even runs away.
This could be first blood here for Av3k. Cooler missing in the air rocket. Gets one afterwards, but it is all about Av3k who is taking first blood. And very well done. And let's see what happens over at yellow. Is Cooler going to be hanging around? That will be a no.
Oh, wait, I think you just heard Cooler above him.
Heard him, but could not see him to take any kind of shot.
Yeah, he needs to make sure he goes to the rail, because Cooler will look for that weapon.
Well, that's another kill.
Now the first rocket was good.
His follow-up rockets aren't so good, so he always switches over to the lightning gun to clean up the frags. There's Mega taken by Cooler. He's dropping down, so we're going to probably get a lot of LG damage. Not as much as I thought.
Get a frag to go to teleport, but he would lose so much health that he probably would lose control. So let's not risk that much.
Yeah. And keeping control is certainly something he had difficulty with on Lost World. And Cooler going through a teleporter. Av3k actually bouncing him too far. He couldn't chase up with any damage afterwards because of it.
I'm really enjoying how Av3k's playing this tactically. He doesn't want to use the rail, but he's not letting Cooler use it as well. He just wants to be in his face, making sure Cooler never builds up to play his passive game. And there we go. Now he finally uses the rail.
That's the only one he's shot this game.
Yeah.
And let's see what Av3k's going to be able to do over here. I still think Cooler's been denied that rail the entire game.
He has.
I wonder how long Av3k's going to be able to keep that up for. He's running a little bit short on LG ammunition.
And he's been denying Cooler pretty much everything. Cooler just picked up the yellow, but... Oh my god, so much damage from Av3k. And if you...
There we go.
Let Cooler get on the items, how's Cooler going to get back into the game? Because Cooler, we know, is a very item-driven player.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to need it. Cooler's going to have to get into one of those fights that start taking down Av3k's stack a lot faster. We've got a good rocket there from Cooler. And that could have been the beginning of something, but Av3k, he's just making sure he is completely stacked at all times.
Yeah, he just needs to get on the shallow, and Cooler won't have that much armor to work with. I guess Cooler will be trying to get on the shards and the greens. But Av3k is also denying that. This is pretty much perfect from Av3k. It's not really perfect.
Let's see how much longer he can do this control for, and if he can extend his lead a bit further. Because that's the one problem. He might be having amazing control at the moment, but he's got to convert this into figures. Mega's up at this point. Av3k is just going to go for the jump up, and straight over to that yellow armor. Might get an engagement over here, but Cooler nowhere to be seen.
But that green armor wasn't up, so Av3k needs to go to the shards and to the top green armor as well. He knows that Cooler should be around to try to get this rail. That's why he's so careful in picking up that red. And he can also delay the mega so it doesn't spawn in the red time. There he goes. Picks it up. No Cooler around. Where is Cooler?
He's above. But Av3k can't get to him, and yellow's up already, but Av3k wants to get a position on for the mega health. Good rockets by Cooler, but a nice one in return here from the Polish player. And he might be able to pick this yellow up very quickly and then go straight onto red. He's not even going to do that.
The shards, green armor is all he needs. The yellow is a lot. Cooler probably doesn't have more than 180.
What is the stack?
Let's 174.
Oh no, he goes to the rocket jump and the rail comes afterwards. Cooler would be seriously low from that. But he can probably get onto the yellow armor. Oh no, the rail lands as well.
Cooler probably on a railable stack. Yeah, he's on 63. Oh, there is he.
Av3k just saw him out of the corner of his eye, but he's not going to push him for a kill.
Get the rail, so he probably needs to be a little bit more aggressive now. Maybe even commit to a fight. Oh, his rail doesn't connect, and yeah, he knows that he needs to close the distance. He needs to make a move in the item Cooler goes to. And Cooler is going for the red.
Oh, he's just turned up. Av3k turns around. His LG, though, looking extremely strong. Cooler backs out of the corridor, but Av3k not getting that red armor like he's basically been controlling most of the game.
Cooler drops into it.
How many reds has Cooler had this game?
Only that one.
Hopefully for him, it's not going to be his last.
Cooler just got the mag, and Av3k, he needs...
He's challenging now. Cooler's mad. He's like, okay, you haven't killed me in ages. I've managed to build a stack. The rockets are good. He misses his rail shot, and Av3k trying to back away now. No 50 health bubble up, and he is still railable at this point until he gets a bit more health. Cooler with the algae. He's going to get the frag.
Finally, Cooler gets on the board.
I'm really worried for Av3k. I think with 5.5 minutes of control, he should have been picking up more kills, but maybe Cooler slipped up as well now.
He's going to get the mega. Oh, Av3k. So much damage on Cooler. Cooler only on starting health. Now Av3k needs to start getting onto the items again. Cooler doesn't have much to work with. He got that frag, but Av3k cannot let him get control.
Cool. Av3k kind of knows where Cooler is at this point. Av3k's just trying to... Sorry, Cooler's just trying to get a little bit of free damage on him. Oh no, he's been set off of it, and that's back down to 0. And Av3k manages to maintain his lead. He might even be able to push in for another one. Cooler trying to back off a little bit, but runs into the wall, and Av3k makes it 4-0.
When Av3k just heard Cooler, so he knows, okay, if I'm fast, I can actually deny all of the items in the map.
He's got to be super fast now. Red is just spawned. No, and Cooler does not feel like he's able to take... Oh no, he's going to move back in for it, but he doesn't have a lightning gun. He's counting on his dodge here a lot. Which wasn't bad at all, you gotta say.
I mean, Cooler knew that he was going to miss out on the yellow either way, so at least he had to deny something from Av3k. For him, that's not going to do him that much, since Av3k is still on 130, 150.
Oh, here we are.
That's a beautiful rocket. He just tied up the stacks.
Oh, and he gets another rocket here. He's looking for more damage. He goes for the LG, but Av3k gets a direct rocket in his face, and there's one to clean up. Mega has spawned. I was expecting to hear a pummel, and immediately we did. Oh, Cooler's in trouble. That LG was pretty tasty. And now only 2.5 minutes for Av3k to defend his lead and tie up the map scores here in the quarterfinals. And Cooler's just going hyper-aggressive. You know, he had to play such a quiet game because of Av3k's control being immaculate. And now he wants to push in for the kills because he feels he doesn't have much choice.
I mean, that's pretty much what Cooler needs to do. Because, as I said, he doesn't really have much choice. He couldn't get on control when the game was ongoing and when he still had time. So now he needs to make the desperate move. He almost stole the red in there. Is he going to rocket into the mega shortly? But
he goes for it, but it's not going to work. Do you think there's anything you would have done slightly differently if you were Cooler?
Well, I could try to get onto the rail and play with that in the traps, but Av3k was just immaculate on the rail and item control.
Yeah. He was pretty spot on, and you know, I think if Cooler tried that... Oh no, 2 direct rockets on the yellow platform. There's the knockout.
Yeah, only thing I do differently, I would try to hit 100% LG. That would be my strategy.
Av3k taking a dive at the moment. Wetter than an office pocket here, but he still picks up the kill of 6 health. That is GG, 10-0 on map number 2, and the map scores have been tied. We're basically being set back now to a best of 3 between these two massively skilled players. And they're not going to be sharing groups though at DreamHack, so if they're going to meet each other at DreamHack, then that's going to be in a playoff section, if of course that happens. And it's going to go over to Blood Run now, which I think is going to be seriously exciting. Classic game between these two players. What's it going to bring this time? Who do you think is going to take the map, Ents?
Blood Run, I seriously have no idea.
Well, I'm going to say Av3k because that was my prediction initially. And let's go into game, guys. It is Av3k versus Cooler, map number 3. Who is going to be putting themselves on match point? We're just about to find out. I am on Cooler off the start. He's going to be going straight over to the red. Oh my gosh, Av3k right in front of him. It just got ninja'd in front of his nose.
Av3k in Cooler, I think he got like 1 yellow, but that was it.
I didn't even hear Av3k jump though.
When I was on Cooler's point of view, I didn't see Av3k anyway.
Not until he took the red.
Make sure you get a killing
Oh,
by Av3k. He knows exactly how Cooler wants to play, and he knows that. He knows how Cooler thinks after each decision they make.
That is just hilarious, man. Oh, and Cooler going for red again, this time at Av3k. He's got the rockets, he's got the LG, and he's got the kill. That was almost comical, the start. Oh dear. Cooler taking even more damage. He's going to have to slow this down to snail's pace. Otherwise, I think that Av3k is going to extend this score lead.
Yeah. Av3k
way more than is unreachable.
This fast, cannot let him. Cooler, this is a very aggressive push, and
if it was
not going to work.
If it was a second later, then maybe he could have done something special. Cooler's still going for the items. Wow, it actually works for him. This time, he doesn't take damage, but it cost him 3 frags to get there.
Oh, and this is a rare that fight for Cooler. Takes 200 damage there.
Didn't he land a grenade, sorry, on Av3k?
I think so, but that won't do him anything since he still doesn't have an LG or the rockets.
How much health does Cooler have, in fact?
He's on 130.
Ow, okay, yeah.
There Not really sure why Cooler is. He's pretty much expecting Av3k to try to read him in some other part of the map, to just play risky.
It's almost as if he's showing him, I'm not scared.
No, I mean, Cooler is pretty much expecting Av3k to be on a yellow, because he believes that Av3k thinks he'll be there.
Wow, Cooler's actually taking it, but he does good damage. Hits a rel at the end, but Av3k does too. And that is now 4-0. Red Armor has spawned, and actually, Av3k looking for damage instead of anything else. Well, he's lost out on 1 yellow. Is Cooler gonna go for the red armor now? That would be pretty ballsy. Oh, he turns up from behind.
Cooler can actually get this mega.
Both the major items being taken simultaneously.
And again, like in Cure, Cooler has a chance to contest for the items again. And Cooler will surely try to attack at his red, and Av3k, he needs to be very careful. It's 5 seconds to go. Cooler should be showing up any second now. There he is.
And he goes exactly the way that Av3k had covered. And that's going to be a clean red here for the Polish player.
Cooler wants
yeah. Oh, here come the rockets though. Cooler with the LG doing us so much damage, but Av3k gets the mega health in the nick of time. That was monumentally close. And now Cooler's plasma gun actually pushing Av3k away. He picks up the 50 health level, I believe, prematurely. And here it is, onto the mega, but Cooler, oh sorry, the red, and Cooler could not pick it up. This is devastating for him, and now Av3k can show his tricks. Oh!
Okay.
It took a lot of work. He's all out of ammo.
Okay, he got the frag there, but I'm not gonna let him get his mega and get control. I don't want to be running with 7 minutes still to go.
Looking for the rocket damage. Oh, Av3k's positioning there was brilliant. Yeah. Evading the rockets masterfully.
just brilliant. Now the red is his, and he's on such a big stack again. He lost the frag, but that was it. And Cooler, he should be going for the slow-paced game now, but how can he do that when Avic's controlling all of the items?
Yeah, he's got pretty much everything. And this does remind me of the beginning of Cure when Avic was just denying the whole lot.
Yeah, we know how that went out.
Cooler's going to be late over to the Mega. I wonder what kind of intel he's going to draw from this.
I'm guessing like in these 30 seconds or this minute, Cooler's going to be trying to get onto the items, onto the weapons even. And I guess, yeah, as I switch to him, now he has the weapons. So now he's going to be trying to get on the yellows.
Oh, he just heard Avic.
And Avic, that's such a brilliant play. Avic knows Cooler wants to get on the yellows first, and that's exactly where Avic is going to.
Cooler was allowed to have shards. That's his allowance for now. Oh, Avic moving forward. He knows this yellow's going to be up next. Cooler just has to flee. He manages to survive though, which is pretty good.
He's going to get a yellow. And Avic is going to strip that one away, making sure Cooler will not have it. And one rail or any kind of damage from Avic now would cripple Cooler so much. Yeah, Cooler's on 70.
That was a brilliant rail at the end from Cooler. Is it going to allow him to do anything here? If a rail lands on him, he's dead. Oh, fortunately for him.
Keep having the red, the Mega, one yellow. And if he keeps doing damage every 30 seconds to Cooler, like 30 damage, Cooler will never be able to stack up. And there it is. Some more damage. Avic gets the Mega, the red, and the yellow.
Oh, I've been watching Cooler's point of view, trying to see how he's doing this out of control. And it's difficult. He's struggling really hard.
And rightfully so. I mean, Avic's playing this in a perfect manner, and Cooler he's just trying to get on one yellow and the shards. Avic's been denying everything. Again, Avic gets one. Okay, the top yellow is going to be up now, and I know the bottom yellow is going to be up, but you just denied that one for me, didn't you?
And he's checking it. I think Avic probably realizing that Cooler had his crosshair on that teleporter exit. Mega gets taken. Cooler has no idea that it's just been taken.
He knows the red's gonna spawn. If he can make the jump, this would be actually very, very good. Cool. There he is. And Avic doesn't do that much damage. Cooler has a lot to play with now.
Oh, he's got to get off it. Oh, he does and keeps 120 armor. Looks for another rail right at the end.
After shards, his Cooler knew that Avic didn't go to the teleporter. It means that he picked up the Mega while Cooler was picking this yellow. So he knows the Mega is going to spawn soon. Is Cooler gonna go for it?
I wonder what route he's going to take. He's taking the LG route. This is it. Cooler playing now to get back into the game. The rockets have to land, but Mega's been taken already. Av3k gets the 7th kill. Oh my gosh. And that was a direct rocket right at the end. Av3k, is he going to cut him off? He absolutely is. 8-1. Yep, and I feel like we could see GG's from Cooler at some point soon. This task has now turned into something so great and so difficult. As if it wasn't hard enough before.
Yeah, it was super hard, and if they didn't know how each other play, I don't think we'd see such a high-level game.
Yeah. Av3k seems to be getting the edge over Cooler since the map 1.
And this was Avic's pick. Sinister is going to be the next map, which is Cooler's pick.
That'll be interesting. Not sure how that one will actually fare out, to be honest. Av3k missing a lot of shots at this point. He might just have to go and do something more stable like the lightning gun. There we are, he's punished him more. Oh, that was a good rocket from Cooler. Has he got anything to follow up with? Because we've got Mega spawning now. Looks like Av3k's actually left the major items. And I guess if Cooler can pull off something crazy right now, if he can get a clean frag and just start converting immediately, then we could see something. There's a great rocket. Av3k having to move back. Cooler of the LG, he's just going to follow directly through? No, he doesn't want to. Even though Av3k was seriously low at that point. I think that's a loss for him.
I don't know, I mean, because he knows he will probably lose a lot of health, and he knew
he waited for it.
From, and now he could get a frag in a much more clean manner.
5 health! Yeah, Av3k kills himself, and Cooler, well, that wasn't a clean frag by any stretch of the imagination. He's now got red armor, but Mega's not been taken! Cooler! He's just been completely punked right there.
Yeah, that was a very good reason. I mean, he thought Av3k could see the Mega up and go for it, but Av3k
No, of course not. He's not going to play it straight out. This is not ABC anymore.
Yeah, it's just A and C. No B anymore.
Is that A for Av3k and C for Cooler?
Yes.
Alright.
Thank you for explaining. Just
I was wondering if you're being clever or just silly.
Good job, Av3k.
Nice. That was pretty in its own special way. A little rocket down. It's not going to prevent Cooler from getting onto red armor. And Av3k finally starting to hit some rockets, but it's not going to stop Cooler getting a kill. But it is too little, too late. 35 seconds. And, well, Cooler is going to be on the edge now, as he's got to win the next map. Otherwise, he is out of the running. GG. Final score, 10-2.
And I think this could have went another way if Cooler, instead of trying to impose himself onto the Mega when he was to 100, 200.
Imagine one thing.
Traps.
What if Cooler went for the yellow armor at the top by Plasma before going to red? Imagine how entirely different the game could be, because that first blood and the second and third would not have happened so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the first 15 seconds were nuts.
But, you know, even if Cooler did go for the top yellow first, then he would have still lost out on probably 2 major items and a yellow, and the weapons anyway.
Yeah.
So it's basically the same thing, apart from you haven't lost out on the kills, you're still left with bugger all. But we are going to be going over to Sinister next, it seems, and I think the players are getting ready right now, so we're going to get into game. Av3k on match point, and Cooler's got to do something special to keep him in the running. I'm going to be on Cooler off the start. He's getting mega health. Just going actually over to the rockets and top yellow. Might drop down for a railgun, and yeah, it's got a fair amount of resources now to work with. Making sure you have the rocket before going through this choke point, though. The amount of times we've seen people cock that up, have the railgun, and die.
Already defending that LG, knows that Cooler wants it. Cooler, he has the rally, he can just take it now because Av3k has to leave the scene.
Cooler might get himself a red now. And he might be able to push onto a mega. No, he's going the other route, so he's not going to get that, but he's got timing.
Yeah. That was I think Cooler missed time there. He was expecting to find Av3k at the top yellow. He thought Av3k wouldn't have the exact timing on the mega, but Av3k made the right guess there.
Do you think he was trying to go for it? I feel like almost he was expecting to lose it and maybe just wanted to keep his eye on it. I don't know.
No, I mean, him dropping 2 seconds after it was picked was because he thought Av3k would not go for it.
Okay.
Now he has to face a 200 Av3k, while he has no idea where he is.
Well,
Cooler's doesn't have any idea where Cooler is either.
Cooler's going to be used to playing Av3k now out of control, I think, after the last couple of games. At least now he's not fighting from a frag deficit. That's basically the one positive that Cooler can draw.
I mean, the good thing that from Cooler picking this map is that you can be fairly evasive when your opponent is in control. Because as you can see, Cooler is on 100, 200 stack, and Av3k is not like he's going to drop it on him at any second. Cooler is very scared that that might happen, though.
Ah, he heard him. I heard a footstep creeping around.
A footstep.
Yeah, that was literally it.
Oh, there he is.
Av3k made a move in there. He's hit 2 good rockets. Oh, the last one direct in between the eyes.
He shot. 3 were perfect and 1 didn't hit.
And Cooler's damage at the beginning wasn't so bad, but he could not follow up with a single thing. I think he
get the red on the spawn.
That is definitely good, but he still needs the weapons.
There, if he gets this bottom yellow, he'll be on a bigger stack than Av3k. Cooler fled. And
oh my god, the LG from Av3k! That is massive damage right off the spawn. He is going to find Cooler. There's the mega, and Cooler goes down once more. Av3k with a 3-0 lead.
I mean, I think the only thing I'm seeing that Cooler, for Cooler to be losing all of these fights, because I think Av3k's combat skill is much better at the moment, but Cooler, he knows, well, he thinks he's better, and they're really going for fights where Cooler doesn't even try to plan a trap or tries to start with damage. They're just going for the fight and see what happens there.
No, I'm pretty anxious for Cooler. especially when Av3k hits shots like that. And another one here. Long distance rail across the red room.
Oh, and Av3k again with a great read on Cooler. Oh!
Whoa!
Thanks, Cooler.
Stay up there.
Yeah. Cooler helping there. If he stopped this LG halfway through, Av3k would have fall.
And then he could just go right back at it.
Yeah. I haven't seen anyone do that.
No, you've got to be so, like, be so much in the moment to know exactly what is necessary. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do something like that. I've had a couple of situations like that myself in Rise, but always thought after it, damn it, what if I just stopped shooting for a split second?
But I never seen anyone do it. It was once what I was actually trying to do that for a frag movie.
You're setting it up.
Yeah, doesn't count.
No, it doesn't. You disgust me. Get out of my face.
I never did a frag movie, so never mind.
Well, Av3k still maintaining a good amount of control here and his lead. Oh, I'm going to switch over to Cooler. He's got a pretty substantial amount of armor. But he's not going to be able to get onto Mega. And I love just Av3k is never playing this straightforward. And Cooler seems to be expecting that.
Look at Cooler, that's astonishing, really. Cooler has been trying to stack up to attack at the Mega for 4 minutes now. And he hasn't been able to do a proper attack yet.
But he's still in this, and he's still focusing and trying to come out with something.
Yeah, but I feel like if Cooler is going to the Mega, he's probably going to try. Oh, he's attacking at the thread. But he's not really doing damage to Av3k. Av3k is doing damage to Cooler, and Cooler wants just to get back. And okay, 2 seconds for the Mag. Can I get it?
Oh, he picks it up just in the nick of time. He was so low after that.
But he's not getting any benefits from this Mega.
No, not at all. But he stopped Av3k from getting it.
Yeah, but Av3k is still completely stacked.
Well, surely not 100 health though, but 200 armor?
Well, after he picks his red, he'll be on 100, 200.
I'm
that's
wondering.
just another minute wasted from Cooler.
I wonder if there's any next level moves that Cooler was trying to pull from that. I'm not sure. He was looking over at red, but there's nothing there whatsoever. And Mega has just been taken.
And Cooler wants to go to the bottom yellow, but
Oh,
there's
God.
Av3k.
He's caught out. We're getting 3 great rockets though from Cooler. Another one at the end, and Av3k goes down to 49 health. 350 damage that is from
So in
Cooler.
this occasion, Cooler is doing much more damage to Av3k.
Yes.
And can he follow it up with anything? Because Av3k's back to 100, 100.
And he's about to get this top yellow. He might even rush the bottom one.
I
No.
guess Cooler will be there, but Cooler, he cannot just dart over to this Mag. He knows, okay, if that rail would hit, he would go for it, but he might get the red if Av3k is late for it, yeah.
No, I don't know. He's got to back up from this, and Av3k's LG is too strong. Cooler goes down once again. And he doesn't seem to be able to hold his own here on Sinister. Av3k does hear Cooler. You can see he's twitching, trying to find out exactly what Cooler's immediate reaction is going to be at every single movement he makes. Av3k's been pretty spot on. Since map 1, Av3k's barely made any errors.
Yeah. That is completely right. And Cooler struggling a lot to get on the major items.
And even if he does, you know, he pays for it generally with his life or most of it. And I love that. A quick little spam rail around the corner, landing on Cooler, and it's just so effective.
Every rail that Av3k is on Cooler, this is very ballsy.
It's not working. We've got 6-0 now for Av3k.
He has done this tactic of just attacking the major items throughout 3 maps and didn't work because Av3k just does way too much damage.
Yeah.
Cooler knows if that works once. I mean, I think even if that works once, Cooler will be left so low as he was when he picked up the Mega before. I think he really needs
6
to come
health getting it. And Cooler manages to get onto red, and he's looking for the rockets to work.
Okay, he gets the red, but he dies immediately. And Av3k is just so ready for what Cooler is bringing to this game.
He's going to find him again. This is going to be 8-0 right now. There's the direct rocket right at the end. And I am half expecting to see GG's any second. Little pop rocket and the air shot to follow. This is winning with elegance. And look at this. Cooler moving around, almost giving the the pretty shots for Av3k to land. I know, well, he's hit the double digits, man. This has been a pretty brutal best of 5. At the beginning, I felt that, you know what, Cooler can do something mad in this series. But in the end, it's... I am the fortune teller.
Yeah.
And we're even going to be seeing the negatives at this point. This is certainly something I did not predict. Oh, good rocket there from Cooler. Can't hit the vertical shot afterwards.
No, I'm letting him get that one. Come on, kill me.
Yeah, Av3k knows. Even if he dies now, there's no hope really for Cooler to come back in this. Cooler can just try and warm up best he can. And he's certainly going to need to show different shape once he comes to DreamHack. And I think it'll definitely be the case. He'll be on a much more comfortable setup from home when he's going to be warming up even more. And at DreamHack as well, he's going to be on a much more comfortable setup than he's on right now. And let's cross our fingers that Sunday gives us some good news.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget that Cooler is not playing with his best setup, and I guess that really doesn't let him focus as much as only playing the standard ABC game, which is very solid from Cooler's point of view, but obviously when he needs to go to the next level stuff,
it's definitely preventing him a little bit where he needs to deal with damage, he's just not able to always do it.
Because his game is really solid. I mean, what he's doing would work with pretty much any player, but Av3k is not any player.
Yeah. Impressive. Oh, great roll here. 5 impressives we've had from Av3k. Cooler, I will do the standstill dodge. Dance with me, Av3k. And this time Cooler gets the kill, but it is timeout. GG's called, 14-2 the final score. Av3k is your quarterfinal winner, and he's going to be playing in the semis tomorrow against, well, the winner of Sparty versus Ash.
And after me pretty much guessing everyone on the DreamHack draw, he did guess this game right.
I know, because I know what was going down, man. You know, I told you, I had a feeling that it's definitely going to happen. I had it down. I was going to say big thanks to Telwhipper as well for